Hi, this is Miss C at Tyner Middle Academy, your friendly neighborhood librarian. And this is a walkthrough for the Gale Research in Context database. This walkthrough will help you to use this online resource to find print, high quality references for your research project. As always, we're going to start at tynermiddleacademy.com. We're going to scroll down, and on the left, look for the library portion of the menu. When you find the library section, click on Tennessee Electronic Library. This is the brand new Tennessee Electronic Library portal, and we're going to look at the menu at the top and find Students. Click on the Students section. You're in middle school, so we're going to click Middle School, and it will show us the best resources for middle school learners and middle school work. All right, we're going to scroll down until we find the Gale Research in Context database. There it is. It's got the little guy's head and the brain with the arrows. We're going to click on the blue button that says Go to Resource to use this resource online. All right, this looks the same as Gale Virtual Reference Library at the top, but very different below the main menu bar. All right, as you can see here in the center of the menu bar, I'm still signed in as the library account. If you're not signed in, go ahead and click Sign in with Google now. Right now, some of my students are doing a research project on Civil War era technology. So we're going to use their examples to look up Gale research in context resources and articles. So use the search box here in the main menu bar, and we're going to click to search for Civil War. All right, I type in Civil War and I hit enter. All right. Look over here on the right hand side. It says that there are thousands of resources about the Civil War. I don't need to look at thousands of resources. I'm going to come down here and use this box that says search within results. And I'm going to type embalming. All right. Let them think about that for a second. That's much better. Now, there are only a few resources about the particular technology that I want to report on. This is much more manageable. There's one from a reference source about Jewish Americans. Now, I happen to know that observant Jews do not get embalmed, so I don't know how much information there could be about embalming in an article about Jewish Americans. Here's a biography about Ken Burns, who was someone who lived in the 1900s. So I doubt very much that this is going to be about what I need for my research project about embalming during the Civil War. Here's an image. It says an embalming surgeon. It's a black and white photo. Let me click on it. All right, it says discovering U.S. history is the source. This that the practice of embalming was refined during the Civil War. Okay, so this must be a picture of an embalmer, a surgeon, a doctor of some kind doing some embalming during the Civil War. And it gives me a citation down here. That's great. I'm going to click Save to my folder. To save this resource to my Gale resources, kind of my favorites of all things Gale. All right. Now I'm going to go back to the results portion. You see my breadcrumbs here. I searched and then there were results and then I clicked on an image. So I'm going to click on results on the breadcrumbs and go back to my results page. Okay. So down here it says that there are 6 magazine articles I should look at. There's only 3 titles, so something's not right here. I bet I could see them all if I click the word magazines. So I'm going to click on magazines. Aha, there we go. Now I can see all six. All right. So it says on the right that this is an article about wartime physicians and their challenges that might be useful. It says this is a book review. I don't need a book review. I know for a fact that I don't want to read that one. That one is someone reviewing a book about suffering and death in Civil War. I don't want a book review. Here's an article, a biography. Here's a brief article. So if that's a short one, let me start with that. I'm going to click on artifacts to look at a brief article. Oh, that is very brief. Okay. So I'm going to click on save to my folder because this is a picture of an embalming table. Great. Apparently, demand for the specialty steadily increased as families desired to have their loved ones who were killed brought home to be buried. Well, that explains why embalming became so popular during the Civil War. I'm going to click Save to my folder because I want to be able to come back to this later once I've found all of the articles I want to use. All right, I'm ready to go back to my results. Maybe I could find some more information in another magazine. All right. It says that this is a biography. Maybe maybe this woman was an embalmer. Maybe she had something to do with it. Either way, you can see the process here. And to access my folder, I'm going to click on the More button. It looks like a hamburger up in the main menu of the Research in Context page. And it pops out. If I click on My Folder, it will list all of the articles that I have saved to my folder so I can go back to those articles at any time. I can download a PDF of this one, or I could send all of these articles that I've saved today straight to my Google Drive account by clicking here, Send to Google Drive. If you do that, you can look in your Google Drive account for these articles, and you won't have to go back to your Gale account to read the articles again while you're researching this particular topic. All right. I just want to go to my Drive account just to show you what it looks like when they show up brand new in your account. And it's loading. I have a lot of information in my account. Okay, so here is the article about the embalming surgeon table I just added. And here's the article about artifacts. That's the picture of the table, and this is the picture of the embalming surgeon himself. All right, so now I have these articles and I can refer to them later as my research progresses. And they are, of course, linked back to my Gale account in case I should need to go back to that account to get a citation or find another linked article. And it's loading. And it's loading. It's still loading. Still loading. There it goes. All right, so it's the title of this article is Artifacts, but it gives me the title of the original magazine, the date of publication, and the publisher. Then here down here is the full text of the article. And the picture and a citation. Great. I hope that these tools prove helpful in your search for knowledge about technology in the Civil War era. I can't wait to see your projects. Bye bye.